Pomifera just announced they are doing 99 shipping from now until the end of the month. The Beauty Balm that I use that has a skin tint and 30 SPF is from Pomifera, and then I have been using their skincare products for a while now, and I shared my current routine in a reel a couple of days ago, so I'll share that if you want to check out the products that I'm using and loving. But this Beauty Balm right here, I wear it under my Saint makeup, I wear it by itself. It just depends on what the day holds. I have two different shades. There are 4 different shades you can choose from, but it hydrates your skin. It's like a moisturizer. It's got the skin tint to help color correct a little bit and just kind of even out your skin tone, and then it has the SPF in it as well. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on, and right now I'm kind of in between the colors. So, and I've made a mess of this, y'all. I'm literally like the worst. I need to wipe that off. So I've been using the shade number 3, kind of like right here on my cheeks. I put the darker color where I need the most coverage, and that really goes for anything. If you have Saint makeup and you need a color corrector, a lot of times it's just going to be a shade darker, just because it's a lot easier to color correct and cover something with a darker shade than it is a lighter shade. A lot of times a lighter shade is just going to kind of shine right through whatever you're trying to color correct, and you're going to end up layering a lot of extra product. So I just put 2 little dots of the shade number 3 right there, and I'm just going to do a little bit, well, a little bit of shade number 2 and blend this out. So this is my shape brush. I love this. It's kind of a light coverage brush for Saint, but I love to blend with it. So I'll just kind of work this around, and it just gives a nice, light, even coverage. Okay, so I blended out this side so you can see it just kind of gives a little bit of coverage there. Same over here. I take it under my eye just a little bit. And so what I typically do from here is just add whatever else I need. If I want to go and add a little bronzer, if I need a little bit more coverage and add a little bit of my main highlight, my Saint highlights, I will do that too. I'm probably just going to do maybe a little bit of bronzer and blush, and then color correct under my eyes a little bit. We are about to get rain from the hurricane. Is it Hurricane Helene? I wanted to say Helen. I don't think that's right. I think it's Helene. But it looks like, based on the maps that I have seen, it is going all the way up to the right of us. So we're in Alabama, and it's going up towards that little curve in the state of Florida. Right. Anyway, it's going up through Georgia into Tennessee and just bypassing Alabama as far as the brunt of it. So we're probably just going to get some rain and wind, which, you know, the hurricane stuff is no joke. So I hope that if it's in your path, you have a safe place to go and can get away from any possible damage, because hurricanes are scary stuff. We get a lot of tornadoes around here and had some devastating ones, but thankfully we've never had one direct in our path. We've had it right down the road from us, literally, and just absolute devastation. But yeah, hurricane season, don't play. Add just a little bit of bronzer, just doing something quick, and then I'll probably go in. We're gonna blend this out. I'm not gonna leave it like this. And then I'm gonna take my main shade and just get in here and just kind of blend it into that bronzer a little bit. I'm telling you, there's no rules for application. Sometimes I think it seems a little scary and overwhelming when you're trying a completely different type of product than what you're used to. But these creams, I mean, look, I'm just dabbing this in, mixing it with that bronzer, and it's giving me some coverage, and it's blending that bronzer around. Easy, and easily fixable if you mess up. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of color correction just right here on the corner where I have a little bit of darkness there. I'm just trying to remove the excess color, which is more of a bluish purple, by countering it with the opposite color on the color wheel, which is like a yellowish orange. just where I see that blue. And I'll do it on the other side, just right here in the corner. And then I take this other color, which is more of a pinkish orange, technically on the red spectrum, but it looks pink because it's a light color red. So I'm going to take that and just where I have this area right here, it looks a little bit more greenish. So that's where this red comes in. It's all color. I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. So my eyes being hooded and kind of downturned, that I end up with this dark spot in the outer corner. I think it's almost like where tears go. I mean, it's just a little dark little sad spot. And so I'll take a little bit of this same color and just hit that outer corner with it, just because it's that darker bluish color, and it just kind of eliminates that darkness right there. So again, the tiniest amount, these little tins will last you years, maybe a decade. I don't know if they should last that long, but you just don't use a lot of these Demi products quickly because they're so pigmented. All right, let's do some blush and lips, and then I'm gonna show you one of my new favorite products. I did share about it in my post from last night. This is basically the same palette that I had in that post. I just applied some things a little bit differently. This is Hollywood Lip and Cheek. So a little bit of blush. You can build it as needed. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in, I'm just gonna grab, this is the etch brush. I'm gonna do my lips. I'm just dipping in my contour. I get a lot of questions about the lip color that I use a lot. And this is basically it. For a light pinky shade, I do line with a contour just to give a little bit of dimension or like definition. All right, so we've outlined the lips just a little bit. And the reason I do that mainly is because this color is a very light color. So I just want to be able to have a little bit more definition to my lips. This lip and cheek is a glossy lip. I don't usually use it a lot as blush, but it's just a nice soft pink. But what I add is my rose gold illuminator. So this is the look that I have in a lot of my videos. I need a white. So let me show you this new product that was just released, which I chatted a little bit about it, but I didn't really go over how great it is and why. Okay, it's this Feather Blotting Dust is the name of it. And I never thought I would be excited about a powder because I'm not really a huge powder fan, especially as aging and wrinkles and stuff, sometimes powder can settle and just, you know, exaggerate texture. So this formula is really, first of all, it's super soft. Okay, you've never felt anything this soft. I mean, it is like a satin silk feel to your fingertips. But I mean, it looks white and it looks like it's got like so much shimmer in it, but it has a hint of a glow in it. It's not glitter, but it is like a weightless powder, and it's not going to settle and it's not going to cause texture issues. And I have worn it every day for the last few days, and it's basically doing the job that a powder is supposed to do, but it's not giving you any of the negative things that powder can do sometimes. So I take this, this is the same brush I was using, the shape brush. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of tap this on, but it's gonna give you the best of both worlds. It's gonna tone down any extra shine, but it's still gonna leave a little bit of a dewy finish without being too much. So I'm just gonna kind of do half my face where you can see. So these, I did find out this and the new hair care products and the prep mist and the setting spray mist, those are releasing October 10th. So you can see the difference where I've just toned that down a little bit, but I still have a little hint of glow, but it's toned down a little bit of the shine. So literally best of both worlds here. Okay, so the new products release October 10th, and I will be sure to share. That is actually the day that we leave the day before to go on our, anyway, that is the day that we travel to Europe. We're traveling the day before. We arrive on the 10th. I really have no idea what that day is going to look like as far as time zones. And so I will be sure to share when I possibly can. I'll probably put a link before that you can just kind of go to and check it out, because I don't know if these will go fast. I don't know how much stock they have, but I'm super pumped about this, the sprays and the hair care. It's just so much goodness packed into this new release. So anyway, I'll share more about that, and hopefully we'll be able to hop on and, you know, not be jet lagged when we get there. So we leave on Wednesday, October 9th in the afternoon, and then we fly, like we have a 5 p.m. flight to Athens, but we arrive at like 10 a.m. They're 8 hours ahead of us. So I'm a little nervous. Going back to makeup for just a minute, I do get questions and comments sometimes about my makeup application and how it looks like it goes on very smoothly. It just blends out so easily. And is there a secret or what it might be? And honestly, there could be another reason, but the first thing you should always do if you're having an issue with your makeup is evaluate your skincare routine. Make sure your skin is properly exfoliated and hydrated. Those are the two basic things. You need to always make sure that your skin is prepped and prepared, I guess that's the same thing, for your makeup routine. And I promise you're gonna love it a lot better. If you have dry and flaky skin, your makeup is probably going to be dry, harder to blend, and you're probably gonna see those flakes. So having a proper routine, even if it's just the basics of exfoliating once a week and make sure you're cleansing at night, do not sleep in your makeup. I've been guilty of that before and I've paid for it. So just make sure you're not sleeping in your makeup. One thing that I personally love in my routine is Pomifera's rose oil, because it adds so much smoothness and softness to my skin. I put it on my face and my neck. I'll put it on my hands, and you kind of put it at the end of your routine. It locks everything in, like for the night. So if you cleanse, you do your serums and you do your moisturizer, and then you lock everything else in with that rose oil. Oh, it's so good. It feels amazing. It's really done wonders for how my skin feels and the texture of my skin. So if you have dry skin, especially as we're coming up into fall and winter months where it's colder and drier, this may be something you want to add to your skincare routine. Even if you already have cleanser and moisturizer and all the other things that you like, just adding that one product, it's Pomifera's like golden product. It's liquid gold. Literally, it's yellow. But I absolutely love it.